set up.
To their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're...
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I say it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. 1 big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Thomas. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua, fast pass outside complete, so no gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Tua on 4th down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of it early.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Williams running left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. They try the left side here with Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a...
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and a big loss here as he's taken down. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson, and going deep for Hill. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. He's got Mason complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Ready. Slide 2. Right to middle.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Wilson. He's He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And his kick is indeed good, and that gets him back within 10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Red, cycle. Blue, black.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. And Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
he's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. That's caught. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They run with Thomas. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
He finds his man complete. That's Mason. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball hawk blocking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
This is Thomas trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they wanted. And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Dolphins start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? this they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Come on, set.
On play action, here's Tua. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action, now it's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on a catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. On first down, Thomas. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And they'll run again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. On 3rd down, it's Thomas. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Left it, stick.
Here's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. As they hold on 4th down. CD, I know from working with you that you're about as old school as they come. Your thoughts on throwing that ball from the 1-yard line?
Yeah, I just got done walking my dinosaur, as you well know, and ordinarily I'm screaming, run the football from the 1-yard line. But if you are going to throw it, just take extra care. That didn't happen there, and they turned.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson running left on the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. From the shotgun, Wilson. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Again, Wilson. And that's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. And it's caught. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now it's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here we go, set. Right, here we go. Go red.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.